Mino is getting a lot of hype right now. So many people are saying that he is one of the best roamers to pick for solo rank. Now whether that's true or not, watch this video to find out. On top of that, I'm gonna show you guys how to play Minotaur in solo rank, how to engage, how to fight, when to engage and when to fight, and how to rotate in the early, mid, and late game in order to win. Here is the build, emblem, and spell that I'm gonna use for this game.
Are you still stuck in the same rank? I'm Hajun, former pro player, 300 plus stars, and I main roam. In Season 21, I hit global number 3 Jawhead, global number 15 Matilda, and global Popol and Koopa, all with over 80% win rate. And I'm working with Dez, a 1000 stars ex-global number 1 Lancelot, also from the pro scene. We teach macro, rotations, shot calling, pressure timing, and mindset. The things that actually win games, not just random tips. We charge $30 for 1 hour, $50 for 2 hours. Coaching details are in the description if you're interested. And if you buy diamonds, don't overpay, because if you're buying from in-game, you are overpaying. Use my loot bar link in the description to get them up to 20% cheaper. You must use my link to get the discount. If you're serious about climbing, get our coaching. Man, got sweaty fingers? Nexora Gaming Finger Sleeve make your skills way more precise. Use code HAJIN15 for 15% off at checkout.
Alright guys, so at the beginning of the game, I always like to check the EXP side buff. As soon as I check the EXP side buff, I always like to head over to mid to clear the mid minion waves. This is the best because you can get some additional XP and you can kind of gap the opponent roamer if they don't check your side buff, because you have visioned the opponents while he has not. The more opponents you vision, the higher in level you will be, and you can kind of gap their roamer like that. So there I made sure to clear mid, and then as soon as that's done, I'm zoning over here for Letho. I'm gonna try to help my Leomord to secure Letho. Before that, I get one more vision onto Harley, just for that additional little XP. And as you can see, I've already hit level 2 while Badang is still level 1. That is how you can gap the opponent roamers. Our Leomord has also secured Letho. I'm making sure to clear every single mid lane wave. You have to clear every single mid lane wave. Once again, visioning Harley. Once more, just pressuring him a little bit here and there. And then I'm gonna dip. They have a Kagura mage, so obviously their early game is a lot weaker than mine because I have a Jetian in my team. Now in this situation, we are outnumbered because Harley is already helping his team. However, I'm keeping an eye on Leomord because he is our jungler and he will deal the most damage, right? My Jetian and carry just don't have enough damage to kind of kill multiple opponents, but with my Leomord I can do a lot more. And he's already level 4, that's why I'm being a little bit more aggressive. Whereas since he was farming, I was being a little more passive because we would win that fight due to being outnumbered. Turtle is coming up in a few seconds and I'm just running over to Turtle. Before heading to Turtle, I take a little bit of the minion waves, pressure the Kagura. She gets away, but she doesn't have her Purify anymore because she used her second skill. Now I'm just running to the bushes, trying to give vision, open the map a little bit more, make sure my Leomord can secure the turtle. Now, I know that Harley has ultimate, I know that I will get poked out quite a bit, and honestly this is Minotaur's weakness, the early game squishiness. He is very squishy in the early game, and it's not even a joke. He can get killed so fast, and in a meta where mid lane is very important and you have to pick mid lane prio, Mino isn't the best pick, but as promised in this series, I'm gonna be showing you how to play every single roamer in solo rank. So you have to make sure that you are playing a little bit more passive, a little bit more safe with Minotaur in the early. Don't take too many fights because you are pretty squishy. Once again, my main focus is Harley. He manages to run away. I want to keep pressure on him the entire game simply because I have a stronger mage in the early. Jetian's damage is a lot higher than Kagura's damage in the early game, and I'm gonna take full use of it. I flicker out of Kagura's ultimate just in time so I don't take the damage, and sidestepping so her umbrella doesn't hit me and it misses. Now I'm just gonna head over, heal up the Jetian a bit because she's still fighting Kagura, and I feel like that little heal I gave her really helped her win the fight. Otherwise she wouldn't have. Now Harley was right in front of me. I decided to ult since I was in the bush. I don't think he knew I was there and we successfully get a kill. And that Badang is just too much of a stretch. So that's enough. I'm gonna recall and head back to base. Now the turtle is up and we have to head over there, give vision. I provide some vision to the turtle. No one is on it. Now Harley ulties me and does barely any damage. That's really good. You know, you gotta recall, farm some aura, stand over there, take authority, you know, show them who's boss. You gotta do that sometimes, you know, especially as the roamer. You gotta aura farm. Alright, so I'm just moving around at my teammates, healing them here and there, CCing any opponents that I can see. Jumping onto the Beatrix, he's really low. And then Yuzong manages to get him. Now I saw Harley was really low in the top lane. And they continue to take turtle. But I know that Harley is super low. So here, look at this play guys. I know I'm alone, but I'm very fed. And there you go. I use my flicker to go for the Harley, finish him off and get out. Even if I died there, it would have been a good trade. Because my life for the junglers is so worth it. There you go guys. When you're so ahead as the roamer and you haven't died even once and you have a lot of gold, you can tank so much damage that you're literally gonna feel invincible. And this is why a lot of the times when you're personally playing roam and you're going versus an opponent roamer and he's a lot tankier and he's unkillable, this is why. Because they're playing better, they're doing the macro better, they're using their macro skills a lot better than you are. That's why they're more tanky, because they simply have more gold. There is nothing I could have done about that. My Zetian should have played safer and not got caught by the Kagura. Now in bottom lane, I see that the opponents are pushing. And I come over here, give some vision to my carry. As you can see, I take very less damage because I'm ahead. This is what being ahead as a roamer feels like. You take barely any damage. Now bottom lane, I'm not playing aggressive at all. The reason I'm not playing aggressive is because there's 3 people here compared to me and carry, who are 2 people. I know my Leomord still has to farm his red buff. I know my Zetian is still in mid lane. This is a fight I cannot take. That is why I'm not trying to control the long bush. I'm trying to control this bush in the back, right? I'm not taking an aggressive position. I'm just providing vision for my Zetian and walking around. Not really much to talk about. Saw Harley in the bottom lane. And guys, remember, if you get a really good mid laner, continue playing with them, because if you have a good mid laner, your roam will automatically improve. This game I had a really good mid lane. And probably mid is going to get pushed, so I'm going to prioritize defending that now. I do believe it was cleared already. So now I see my Leomord engaging onto the opponents. I could have ultied Flicker, but I save it and ulti Flicker now. Onto the tower, get 3 people, tank a tower shot for my Leomord so he can finish off the Badang. Right? And this is how you engage with Minotaur. You try to bait them into one spot, try to get them on you. And then once they're all together, you can use your ultimate and Flicker. The AoE is so huge, you're most likely gonna hit a few people. This is Minotaur. This is how you should be using him. Other than those tips, there isn't really much to talk about with Mino. You have to be in a good position and always have to peel your teammates. Peeling basically means protecting, right? Heal your teammates, engage when you can. But remember, you shouldn't engage first. You have to wait for the opponents to gather up and a fight to start. You can't start a fight with your ulti. That's only possible when something like Lord is pushing into their inhibitors. Otherwise, it's not a good idea to do so. Just like how you saw here, I kind of let them gather up onto, let's say, Yuzong or Leo, and then I jump in later once they're all a bit more gathered up. Overall, that is what you want to do. Otherwise, when you're in a team fight, just kind of spam his skills, heal your teammates as much as you can, and you should be pretty good to go. He is a very simple hero to play. And always remember, if you do want to engage and start a fight, having Flicker is really important. Without Flicker, your dash distance is so low that it's not even going to be a surprise that you're engaging, so opponents can get away very easily. So you have to be very aware of that and save your Flickers for big engages. So here I'm going to run you through what's kind of going through my head during team fights and how to kind of set up for Minotaur ultis. Leomord did a good job here engaging. He saw the Harley right away. I make sure to dodge the Beatrix ulti. and Leomord gets a nice little kill onto Harley. My Yuzong is also there. I can pretty much engage over here, and I know my Yuzong is gonna third skill in and there will be good follow-up. He gets a nice little double kill. My Leomord gets a nice little double kill just from that one engage. And just like that, 4 of them are wiped out and only 1 is alive. Because of this, we can actually take the mid lane turret. And Lord is gonna spawn soon, so we can focus Lord and take that as well. Just because of this one engage, we are snowballing, and this is how you should be snowballing. If you're winning hard, and if you're snowballing already, your priority should be to fight constantly, to take as many fights as you can, because you know you're gonna win them since you're ahead in gold. Now we're gonna do Lord, and after Lord, the goal is to try to end the whole game. My team makes a very severe mistake over here. My carry started doing Lord and they all started doing Lord without Leomord, and it got stolen by Harley. However, because of that, we still win the fight. We managed to kill Harley, and now our target is to try to kill as many of them as possible, because if they have secured Lord but all of them have died, then there is literally no point of the Lord. So we managed to kill off 2, and due to that, the opponents cannot capitalize with the Lord. We will get a free kill onto it and we can clear out all of the lanes. Since it's a 5 versus 3, they don't have the advantage, they're not going to utilize the Lord. This is why, guys, once you have secured Lord, just get out of there, especially if you're in a losing position already and you stole the Lord. You have to get out of there just so you can utilize the Lord. With the Lord, you should be able to take at least a few towers. That is what you should be aiming for. So that should be your goal. Please play very carefully when it comes to the Lord, especially if you have secured it and you die, you're completely wasting it. You're wasting the fact that you worked so hard and stole it, right? You got a nice little clutch steal, but you're wasting it by fighting right away, especially when you're behind. In this situation, I make a very bad mistake. I jump in when my teammates are not ready. I should have checked and I should have made sure my teammates were closer. I kind of overheated and overextended in that scenario and kind of wasted my flicker and my ult, which is not good, because I'm sure that right now, when we're pushing top, would have been a really good time for me to jump in and flicker engage and start something, because we could have potentially secured the top lane inhibitor. So this is why you want to be very mindful, especially with these long cooldown ultimates, especially Mino's ulti. I noticed by watching the map that Zilong is very overextended, and we should probably try to kill him in this scenario. However, it's too late for us to kill him now because he probably recalled, so I don't check the bush or bother checking it. Another thing I want to mention is once you buy Dominance Ice, it should be always your first item. Then you get Flask. After getting those, if you're winning, you can get Immortality. Because if you're winning, you can actually secure Lord and you have to push into towers. You have to do a lot of tower dives. If you're doing all those tower dives, you actually do not have a way of getting back out. Especially if you're going to use your first skill to engage and then use your first skill again after ulting. You really have to take those tower shots and don't have a way to leave, and you will most probably die. But if you have an Immortality, once you die, your teammates can tank it for you. Because of this, and simply because of this, I always like to get Immortality right after Dominance and Flask if I'm winning. If I'm not winning and you have to play more passive, then I really suggest buying the tank items that you really need against the damage dealers of the opponents. So if they have a lot of skill-based damage, you should get Antique. If they have constant magic damage, you should get Radiant. If you're losing, if you're winning, it should be Immortality, and after Immortality, it should be Oracle, so that you can heal yourself even more. So yes, Minotaur is one of those roamers where your build matters based on whether you're winning or you're losing. And now you guys are going to see how to properly use Minotaur's ulti flicker with Lord. Right here, as you can see, my Yuzong is flying onto the opponents. I jump in with the first skill flicker. I use my ultimate and jump back into them. Just like that, 3 of them are dead, and the Lord is pushing in at the perfect time into their base, and we end. This is the ideal Lord siege. This is how you should be pushing with the Lord. and engaging because I'm zoning the opponents away and letting my team engage onto them, while the Lord gets a free push onto the opponent tower, and then since they're running away, the Lord also gets a free push at base. And because of that, we got a nice MVP. As for what I think about Mino, I still think that he is an A tier hero despite all the hype. I still think that he isn't the best for solo rank and he is very team dependent. There are much better options. However, I think he is A tier and that's where he belongs. It's perfect for him. Team dependent hero, he has a lot of tankiness but is really weak in the early. Those are some of the things that actually sets him back. If you like this video guys, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank God for every breath. Used to know, still I step. Remember, don't take when you get sweat.